what it is, man. Good music, good times is what the culture lives. We got an amazing individual in here with us this morning, boy.
Yeah. For real.
When she hit me up and she said she gonna be in the place, I said, say less, fam.
Yes.
She's like, no, I don't really want to impose. I say, fam, say less. Just make it, you know.
How could you say such a thing?
I don't understand. Look, watch that smile here this morning, boy.
She girl full of vibes all the time.
Brother,
yo,
let me just put her on camera, man.
Yeah.
Let me just give her the whole camera, man. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you don't know, we have a multi-talented, multifaceted individual in the building with us. She goes by the name Msy Chrissy, hails from the island of Grenada. She's a radio host, a dance instructor, an educational instructor.
Yeah.
She has her own company, own business. She does social media marketing and management, artist development. I've seen you in a few of those regional conferences with the likes of like the Shaggies, So this woman here.
You said about 7 things, eh? So she'll fill the gap in.
She'll fill the gap.
Yeah, she'll fill the gap.
But I just want to show that I did my homework. Homework was done this morning.
I didn't have to do any homework. I didn't have to do it, and she always in my face. I always yes, and I don't mind her being in my face all the time.
And
she's wonderful.
And she was a radio announcer. Are you still radio doing that? No.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes. So occasionally.
So once a radio announcer, always a radio announcer.
That's true. That's true.
I agree. So
Thank you so much. Good morning.
How are you?
Good. I am good. Y'all have me blushing with all that. Yeah.
It went actually the way I thought it would go in your
head.
Like
my cheeks are actually
But and I didn't anybody, right?
Yeah.
But you know when some people walk in a room, and there's few people like that have that effect that just make everybody just. Well, who is this?
Disarm.
And just make sure you she's that type of person with the energy and vibe she always brings. Always positive. Always do. And what I like most for me, you always do you.
That's true. Thank you.
Unapologetically you. There's no other you. Just you're always being you. And I love that. And that's one of the things about me and myself. I try to have pride in being me.
Right.
Not everybody will accept certain things, and it's okay. And you're that person. It's
Thank
okay.
You.
So
y'all are filling me up this morning.
No. It's real. It's real.
Did I also mention that she has her own TV platform?
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you're gonna miss out a few. I know you missed out about 7.
You know what, Missy?
Go ahead. Yes, let
us do.
We can't help
your
ourselves.
thing.
We start struck right now.
Tell the people who you are and what it is that you do in your own words.
Oh gosh! Good morning, New York. Good morning to the diaspora. Everybody locked on. It's so good to be here. It's been maybe 2-3 years I've been here.
Yeah, that's the last time.
I'm loving to. I like I see you adding some extra decorations.
Yes.
I'm liking the vibe, and I must say, hats off to you for continuously pushing the culture. Outside of the Caribbean. We appreciate you for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
And it's good to be here. My name is Crystalline Lashington, or Msy Chrissy. All the things you said. I run my own marketing and entertainment agency, Lashington Agency, where we serve clients from government agencies, nonprofit organizations, and we assist them with increasing their visibility, getting the word out there, but most importantly, projects that impact positive change in the community. That is what it is. Whether it's from cultural to public health, those are the things that I'm passionate about, and that's what I do mainly.
So before you leave, I have something to send to you that I want you to take a look at.
Okay.
That fell into my lap this week.
Okay.
Literally this week.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be an awesome project that you can probably take over, because there are a couple of things in there that I may not be able to do on my own, but we'll have the conversation off it.
We could look about, collaboration is important and partnerships, and I think it's something we lack in our community.
We definitely do.
It's good to know that, you're open to that, and I'm definitely open to it as well.
Nice. So,
come on.
You said, Kareem, I don't think I can make it in Thursday because I have a long flight coming in a long haul. tell us what you've been up to. What has been taking up your time lately?
Gosh, I was just in Paris.
Oh,
Wow, oui, bonjour.
Oui, bonjour. Bonjour tout le monde.
What was that like?
It was a lovely experience. I actually did Paris, Rome, and Venice.
Vacation or business?
Vacation.
Vacation. Okay.
But
nice.
of course, you know, when you own your own company, you're never really off.
Yeah.
But I made sure I got some time to explore the cities, you know, try new things.
Nice.
You know, I learned to make macarons in Paris.
Wow.
So I could know macarons.
Chef Chrissy?
You're telling me?
Chef Chrissy.
Well, she does everything.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I do not enjoy cooking.
Oh,
Yeah. I guess I do too many things.
okay.
It's not my favorite thing to do. I could do it, but I just don't enjoy it.
What is your favorite thing to cook though when you cooking?
To cook?
Yeah.
I like a grilled fish.
Oh, nice.
Has to be mai
Okay.
or barracuda.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do a nice salad to go with it. That's my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to lie, the inner child in me likes a macaroni and cheese.
Oof. Yeah. You sound like my daughter.
Anka
there, bro.
cheddar cheese.
Anka.
Extra cheese.
I count the Grenadians up here. Grenadian cheese.
Grenadian cheese. You know, it's so funny. We say Grenadian cheese, but a thing from New Zealand.
Yep. Imported cheese.
Every island, I put Trinidadian say, oh, Trinidadian cheese. And the same Anka.
It's hard to get up here. You know, when you're coming here, I had to pack some. The big block.
But I actually see them in stores now.
Yeah.
I actually see
Oh,
them
nice.
in Korean.
A lot of the Korean
stores
stores
have. Yeah.
And the prices
Price,
reasonable, or it still make more sense to take a flight and come back.
I think
Borderline.
it's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
somewhere
Then
in
again,
between.
when you're thirsting for something, you would pay almost anything for it.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like speaking about like affordability and stuff, right? Just to kind of just straight just a little bit.
Yeah.
One of the most unaffordable things that surprised me when I got here was corned beef.
Really?
Corned beef is, if you buying corned beef in Grenada or any one of the islands, so like 10 EC, it's the same 10 US here.
Oh.
At the time.
Because it's still imported, I
It
guess.
is imported.
But the US doesn't make corned beef?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah,
I
corned
never
beef
checked
is,
that out.
I guess because they prepare it differently. You would get like the steak and stuff, but not
I don't
corned
know that.
beef,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is so common
corned beef
back
is
in the Caribbean.
dollar for dollar the same price here as it is back home, and to me I was like, that was wild for me.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I haven't eaten corned beef in a minute.
So let me just ask you. I mean, I've seen you doing so much, and you do so much at a high level.
Right.
Like for others who want to get into, especially multitasking,
Like
and
me.
Yeah.
So people like me that want to
and
get into that.
how is like your preparation, time management? What do you do? How do you prepare yourself every day to say, all right, get yourself together, and this is how we're going to do it? Because
Yeah.
you do a lot, and you seem to
do.
do, and you do it at a high level. So
I appreciate that you see the standards.
I trust me, I see it. So what advice would you have for others? You know,
I mean, you have to master your craft.
Right.
And what you're seeing now is obviously 36 years in the making, right? So, you know, over time, you refine whatever it is you're doing, just like you're singing. You didn't just wake up and reach where you are killing the stage.
Right.
There were years of preparation along the way. And I think, you know, once you focus on what you believe in or what you want to do, I think, especially when it comes to time, so many people have the time. We all have 24 hours.
Right.
It's how you use the time. Because you go and sit down on Facebook all day. You go watch all the shows on Netflix. You go in and lime for X amount of, you know, I mean, liming is important.
right.
You know, social activities are important.
Yep.
But you can find ways to have productive social activities. You know what I mean? So I think it's a matter of deciding what your goals are and making sure that you manage your time towards your goals and make steps, whether it's every day, every week. And an example of productive social activities, I have a group of friends, girlfriends, and 4 of us. Every year we get together around New Year's Day and we plan our goals for the year.
Oh, wow.
We review the last year and then we plan our goals for the new year. And then what we did, we stepped it up even further. Every 2 weeks on a Sunday, we have a WhatsApp group call.
Can I be a part of that?
We have a WhatsApp group call, and it's a mini version. We time ourselves because we could talk for hours if we want to. We don't make it every 2 weeks because sometimes we have events. Carnival time, they know they ain't hearing from me.
Right.
But that is one good way of staying on top of your goals. So you have it's your friends, you're checking in, and you're still keeping each other accountable. So we have accountability partners in each other.
I need some of that. Since January, I said I was going to the gym.
Right? And we're in June, sir.
June. Yeah.
All right.
So that's an example of how you could.
That is very important.
Yeah. So I have to shout out my girlfriends.
Yeah. Big up
I
to
do
the
it with
girlfriends.
Malaika, Sheba, and Jane, and
Malaika, Sheba, and Jane. Good morning to you guys.
Yeah, good morning.
Hope you're having a wonderful day today.
And we could do it wherever we are in the world.
Yes.
Exactly, which is fantastic. And in terms of every day, one of the things I do when I wake up in the morning, I make sure for instance, now
GMGT.
I would make sure to take time for myself.
Yeah.
So I would, whether it's as I do my affirmations and I read and I, take my time to drink my tea and, I don't just wake up and go on my phone. I mean, sometimes I do based on what's happening. But if there isn't anything urgent that needs me on my phone, I take that time in the morning. That's my sacred time. And it's so funny that I'm not a morning person, but I've hosted a TV show for years on the morning. And I've hosted a radio show for years in the morning. But ideally, I love my mornings to just slowly start my day. Don't start talking to me and I need to ease it in. And then also put down the goals for the day in my diary and then, start the day and go. Not every day you get everything done, but it's a good way to try to stay on track.
Nice.
Especially when you're doing a million things.
So what is your favorite thing to do out of all the things that you're involved in?
Dance.
Dance? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Dance and TV.
Oh.
Yeah, I realize you look so free when I watch her videos. If you follow her, I follow her, guys. I do follow her.
Yeah.
If freedom was a person,
I love it.
Yeah, you feel that freeness in her vibe.
Yeah.
I see that. So I can tell. Yeah, that.
You also play pan, right?
I do. I started dancing when I was 5. I started playing pan when I was around 7. So I've been doing those things.
Doing with my life? I
You make you feel insufficient.
I can't DJ.
That of all this,
And I hear you
one little thing.
And I hear you singing.
Oh, bro, come on. I like that for you. She recognized them. Yeah, cosign.
Thank you.
The haters in here wouldn't agree.
Hold on,
Give
me a second. Let me speak to the GMG. Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
She heard me singing.
Yes.
Y'all haters. She heard me singing.
Yeah.
They don't think I can sing, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody can sing.
Thank you.
What's in the pipeline for you right now?
Well, right now I'm whining because whining is important. I kind of got a little juicy. So I feel like I need to be a level of half naked for carnival. You understand?
Yeah, and I tell her she's very comfortable with herself. And I love that for her, and I love that for me.
But she said she's a little juicy. There's nothing wrong with that because things that are juicy, I like to squeeze.
Wow, hear this. Yes,
things that are juicy, I like to squeeze.
Hear this guy.
So Missy, don't look at juicy as
Yes,
juicy
Seek
is
the
beautiful.
balance.
Juicy is beautiful.
No, I'm enjoying the juicy because listen, when you shake, and there's things shaking that didn't shake 10 years ago. You were like, okay, I can work with this. You know what I mean? So
You see how she'll fit perfect into my new song.
what's the new song?
Turn on the lights, I wanna see what I'm working with.
Hey.
Yeah. Don't mind cellulites. Them kind of things never bother me.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So a few of our listeners asked for the 1 minute challenge.
Y'all had to do it with me though.
I'm absolutely
You
doing
have
it.
to do it with me.
So we'll do it to that song.
Sure, we'll do it.
All right.
We'll do it.
When we end the conversation,
Yes.
we're gonna do the one.
I'm with it.
We're gonna do it to that song.
Hey.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
So
We get to it live and direct.
I love it. love it. We could do it easily.
I've seen you bounce from island to island doing the same business, I guess, you know, what you do. What's that like meeting, you know, just venturing into the different spaces, different cultures, what's that like for you?
It's lovely.
Yeah.
I think thanks to my mom, I developed a love for travel at an early age.
Right.
So I'm always open to going somewhere new. I think, you know, going to Jamaica has been monumental for me.
Right.
You know, speaking at Shaggy's conference, it's called the Island Music Conference. I've been there now since it started. Every year I've been a speaker there. And it's been great because you get to, one, it validates you in some way, right? Not that you're seeking validation, but when you...
It's a bonus when you get it.
When you realize that people say, oh, wow, she's
There's
good enough.
value
There's value in what she's doing and offering and able to do it for so many people in the Caribbean and the US. I mean, people come from Africa, from Europe, from the States, from the Caribbean to attend this conference to gain so much value in their careers, particularly in the music industry. So, you know, being there, being able to interact and develop your network, it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. And I've had good friends. One of my girlfriends I met there at the conference, she came to Spice Mass last year.
Nice.
You know, so those are the types of connections that take place. So that's been fantastic. And I recently went to the Dominica World Creole Festival there.
Saw that, yes.
So that was great. We did coverage there. So, you know, it's been fun. It's fun, and I'm excited to do more. And I think one thing I like about New York is everybody's here.
Yes.
You
Melting
know,
pot. Melting pot.
it's a melting pot. So you have so many more opportunities to reach out to others doing the same thing that you're doing.
So are we going to see you based in New York at any time in the near
I mean,
future?
technically I am
Yeah.
based in New York.
I know about the technical part,
know,
but
so-
when are we dropping the technically part?
I mean, I think it's hard when you're born in a place. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to just leave it alone. So
I
maybe
know.
that's where the technical is.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So many artists here checking on GMGT chat and everything. And I know you have a business doing what you do.
Yes.
What advice, especially in this modern times,
Yeah.
for artists, for creatives, what advice, especially
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, first of all. And I'll say it, I have a little bone with some artists.
Tell us. We want it. We want it straight up.
And I'm so thankful that you're
Yeah.
not one of those.
Tell us.
Some artists, right? They drop a song. Let's say the song is Microphone.
Yeah.
They drop the song. They may send it to some DJs via email. They don't follow up with the DJs. They don't follow up with the radio stations. And if I go on their Facebook page, I ain't seeing nothing about the song Microphone.
Nothing. But they complain.
But then I see a post
Complaining.
that go say,
Yeah. I send my song.
I send my song to DJs.
Yeah.
Nobody play my song on the radio. Blah, 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 blah. I hope the non-Grenadian people can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I have an issue with that. If you believe in yourself and you're expecting people to promote your song, but you're not promoting your song yourself, how does that make any sense?
Yep.
If you have something, I need to see that on your social media platforms, which are free. Every single day. You see, I whining for 1 minute every single day in June. I need to see you posting your song every single day until Carnival and still after. So I think if there's anything I have to say to artists, that is the number one thing. You have all these tools that are absolutely free.
Yes.
Use them.
So I think, and I'm going to piggyback on what you say.
Yeah.
I always say, the 5 minutes that you're going to take to come and blast the radio station, create a piece of content.
Yes.
The 5 minutes you're going to take to write a long post talking about people not liking you or supporting you, post your content. Hey, here is my song. Give it a listen.
Of course.
Every time you think about crying down somebody for not putting your stuff out there,
Go put your stuff out.
put your stuff out there.
Thank you.
Over and over and over again.
I made a post about that.
Yeah.
And then because one artist, a friend of mine, he put up such posts. And so I answered, I said, it's time for us to stop blaming others.
Of course.
Especially it's the billion people putting out stuff out there now. You think every single DJ
Gonna-
have time to play a billion songs and go through just like that? The work is on us. So I end up calling him after because I don't want to feel like I just answered him. I called. I say, you have time to speak? I called him. I said, bro, I watch you post so many things and you get views upon views. There are more. You have more fans than DJs out there. You have more fans than radio station. Talk to your fans with your music. Push yourself with your music. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm saying sometimes it doesn't always go right from the start from the radio or the DJ. It goes in that person's ears. It goes in that person's car.
It's brainwashing. I mean, marketing is brainwashing.
I'm telling you, bro.
Same thing over and over. You remember that song Temptress did? I think it was Toot Toot. The one with the grandmother. That's Toot Toot, right? Mm-hmm. Temptress performed that song in Spice Mass launch, which was usually May.
Right.
I remember we like, what song is this? What's she saying about her grandmother?
Yeah.
Watch us 3 months later in Carnival whine into that song every 10 minutes in Juve morning.
Yep.
And what she did is she pushed her song.
Yep.
She made sure we knew that song.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
That's what you need to do.
Yes.
Social media is free.
Yes.
Same thing with Black Adan.
Thank you.
This is the perfect example of I believe in my product and I'm going to push it. I've never seen one man take a song that he believed in,
Correct.
put it on his back, and look at the end results for it.
Look at it.
Everybody's not going to get the same results, but you will be in the ballpark. You'll be in the arena.
I love that you said Black Adan because one of my clients is the We Pan Fest, which is actually happening on Sunday in Grenada. Last year was the first year it took place on Father's Day. Black Adan performed that song for the first time on stage at that event. And he was like, let me try it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was a Spanish guy, a Latino guy came on stage dancing to the music, liking it, you know? But from then he kept pushing. He didn't say, oh, people didn't like it, so let me leave it alone. It's yours. You know what I mean? So I think that is one of the things. And an example, when I worked on radio, you know, I'm sitting with the program director. If you see those emails that come in for songs every single day, y'all experience it.
Look at there now.
I have 100 and probably 96 unread
messages. Now let's think about it. Program directors for radio stations are people. DJs are people. They also have other things to do. So are you sitting down and answering those 100 plus emails a day? Even if you're going through those songs, can you realistically proof all those songs? You have to now start to build your relationships. You have to go in the radio station. You know what I mean? Push your song.
Let me nothing causes me to play a song faster on air than when I see the artist in the comment section.
Ooh, because they're not tuning in. They're not even tuning in.
Nothing makes me play a song faster than when I see an artist pop up. I'm like, oh, he's here.
Scratch each other back. We could do that.
There's a young lady here right now. Kay Morris. She's here and she represents artists.
Nice.
She comes here and not just here, she's here. I see her in all different chats promoting her art, advocating. And not every time.
And that's free.
That's what I'm saying. And she's worked to me. I tell her she's working harder on her artist, and I don't like that.
I know. I hope they're paying her
what you said? Artists, match your manager.
Match your manager.
Match the energy.
Match the energy.
That percentage better be nice, Kay Morris, girl.
Listen, you know what?
Yeah.
She's based in Grenada, Kay Morris.
Okay.
I think she'll be a lovely person for you to just have a conversation with.
Why not?
Because her energy is definitely giving me a lot of you in terms of her energy.
Good people.
Yes.
She's definitely somebody, right? I don't know her personally, but from what we have experienced with her, she definitely goes hard for her people.
So
agents work hard, man. Behind the scenes, you know. And it's so funny, a lot of artists too lack discipline. You know, I think, you know, it's imagine you have an agent, she's great, she's doing she's on time, she's sending emails, blah, 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 and then you turn up late to an interview, or you don't deliver on stage. you know, the way she promised that you would. You know, like, you have to really develop your craft and be phenomenal.
Yes.
You know, as best as you can. And sometimes it's those soft skills that get you where you have to
The
go.
soft skills.
Sometimes you're not even the best artist on stage. You may not win a crown, but because you're gonna show up on time, be respectful, you know, not trash the backstage, not beg for drinks, you might get booked.
Simple things.
It's the simple things.
Simple things.
You know?
Wow. You see that all them things and artists. I'm hoping there are artists listening.
I want Keela. I'm gonna clip this part.
Yeah.
You know, put this part up because I feel like a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah.
I can attest to that because, believe it or not, my professional background was relationship management.
Nice.
And still, when I decided to do this project, my weakest area was relationship management.
Interesting.
In my mind, I'm like, look at what I built. This is great.
Yeah.
Come love it. Who are you? Nobody knows me or cares enough about me to, right?
Yes.
And it's only when I started actually going out and shaking hands and saying, hey, this is who I am. Like, I would be in a room and people wouldn't even know when I introduced myself. Oh, this is great, blah. So I can speak from that aspect that sometimes, yes, you believe in your product is great, but why would people care if they don't know who you are? So why do I care about you? I don't know you from Adam. Why do I care?
It takes some releasing of the ego.
It does.
For that.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that level of humility. And that is hard sometimes, especially as performers, because performers, you have to almost be
you have to
with
have
your
that
ego.
Yeah.
But there's a balance.
Somebody just said something, and I'm going to give an answer. They said most radio stations in Grenada does not give you the time to come promote your song. And again, teach his own.
Yes.
Right? I've been there.
Yeah.
Where I've tried. But you know what I didn't do?
Right.
I didn't stop and say because 3 times they deny me.
Hey.
I'm not gonna go again, or they won't play my music, or I kept going.
Of course.
You gotta have a level of where you have to let go your ego especially in the early stages of your career. I tell some artists, I go there, I give them a music they played, I went there, I asked for an interview. All right, bro, how much times you went? I went there 3 times. Go there 4 times. Go there a 5th time. Go there, and in the meantime, work on your music, because again, sometimes you think your music is...
Everybody thinks their baby is
Is
the cutest baby in the world.
Right. You think, because I thought in the beginning, nobody could not tell me when I was excited, and me and Penny do that first song, but I'm bad boy, no, what, we bust, and we trying to figure out why not. When I go back and listen to that first song, and I say, Penny, that what we do, and we thought that was
the ish, yeah.
So I'm not dissing artists, and I'm not dissing the person who make the comment there.
Of course.
But I'm saying to you that bang on this door.
Yeah.
Bang on that door.
Yeah.
Bang on that door. But keep, if you really want it.
Yeah.
Let me also show you a different area of it. Do the math. How many artists you think it has asking for interviews? And how do I make the decision on who is coming on the show? There isn't a standard metric, right? I wish there was. I wish when somebody sent in something, you could say, okay, do you have at least 5 years in the game?
Right.
Do you have at least one title? Do you have at least...
Right. There's no metric for that. Yeah.
Do you have at least a million streams or something where we can kind of set up a metric and say, all right, this person we consider a veteran, this person, right? So there is no metric.
No.
So when I have 50 artists coming here to ask me to play my song and to how do I make the decision, right? And my decision cannot always be objective. It has to be subjective. There isn't a metric.
Because you're human, first of all. However, if that song is creating smoke on social media, in Copen, up by pumps, you understand? You might pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
So, or if
find other ways.
Yeah, or if that person, like you say, is in your live stream, or they knocking on your door every day in June. You go say, okay, maybe I'll pay attention to the song. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. Don't give up.
But not everybody want to do that, and people get in their feelings very fast. And I was there.
All is the most sensitive
artists are the most sensitive.
Why are you?
Artists are sensitive. you know, you in a place where you put out product for people to like. This is not sitting in the office and doing some. You are actually it's a
vulnerable thing.
It's a vulnerable thing.
It
that
is.
If you feel good about something and then they're like
And you know, I'll tell people a secret here. Even the great artists, the top artists in soca and dancehall experience the same thing.
Yep.
Sometimes they're scared to try something new with music because they're not sure if the fans will appreciate it. So you have to just almost believe in it and push it and see.
Right.
Sometimes it will bite, sometimes it won't bite. And that's just what it is. I'll give an example with Shaggy because he gives the story every time at the Island Music Conference. For that song, It Wasn't Me, which is, you call Shaggy, that's the song you know. That song didn't pop off in the US. That song popped off, I think, in Hawaii.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And, you know, so there's a lot of music, sometimes it pops off outside of where you are. And then your people appreciates it. And sometimes it happens in Grenada too, where some songs end up being bigger outside and then we start
Old Woman Alone.
You know what I mean? And then we start complaining, oh, we don't like beating. No, it's just that you have to understand music is subjective. And sometimes, sometimes if I have one friend, if he tells me about a song, he does hype up that song. I like the song already. You understand? Sometimes it's just how you were introduced to a song that makes you like it. So you have to now find creative ways. Y'all are the creatives. Find creative ways of introducing your songs.
I'm gonna answer the next question. I like this.
The questions rolling.
No, she says some of the stations has their favorite. They're not giving anybody.
Yes.
It's true.
That's absolutely true. And some stations
we
block
have favorites here too.
some because again, remember, these are people.
Yep.
These are people.
So
there is no standard.
So let me answer this question.
And that's what I was talking about, the metrics, right? There isn't
no metrics.
But let me answer this based on artists here. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Let me talk about Dash. Let me talk about Boise. Let me talk about Terra. I just bring in these three in.
Yeah.
Dash have the whole of Dashville behind him. He built that. Terra had the whole of Shantimel. That's the start. He built that. Boise had the whole of, now the whole of Grenada.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They build that.
Yeah.
They're almost everyone. Wasways, St. David's. They build that.
Yeah.
They build their little thing from their communities where right now I fighting for the foliage.
It's like
And
what?
foliage on your house on one
We
side.
have about 6 people in the foliage.
I cannot be mad at these guys.
Yeah.
And no, when the radio station grab these guys on, they don't even have to look
They've
twice.
worked, but they've worked.
They've earned that.
Correct.
With how they build from that. Watch, if I had that same vibe and to say, Bill, I was living in Grenada and build that fan base in that sense, the way they did it, I would try to tell each artist, take a page from these guys' books.
Correct.
And see if you can build the way they did with how they build. Because I remember Terra and them and Boise and them had their show in these little, in the backyard, in the yard first. Before they've seen it 10 years now, that 15 years they're doing it now, they see the big, but them guys didn't start there. And they got their community with them, they got the streets with them. Jab King the same way. You understand? So I'm just saying to people will have their favorites and we cannot be mad at that. Try to make people your favorites too.
Yeah.
It's just figure it out.
Yeah.
Let me switch gears just a little bit. Right? And I want to ask you this question because you're in TV and visual is my passion.
Yeah.
I think there is a missed opportunity for us to do a lot of long form media pushing our culture. I remember we had Super Blue here one time.
Nice.
And the history Super Blue disseminate in 15 to 20 minutes. The things that I learned, like what was happening in Trinidad in the 70s and how hard it would, And I feel like we're going to lose these older people without documenting those things properly.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering why it is that even like a lot of live shows, why isn't there a live stream of it? Why is it can't we go watch it after? Why aren't these guys looking at those things as ways to monetize?
Yeah.
I get the 30 seconds and the 45 seconds, but But what if I'm at home one day and I just want to watch Vaughn in concert? What if I'm at home one day and I'm like, you know what, Soca Monarch 2003 was a great year. I feel like I want to go back and watch this. Why isn't there something like cataloged for every island, not just Grenada?
Yeah.
Why don't we have that? Why can't I go sit and
You
just
could create it, sir.
and this is where I'm going?
You could create
that
it.
collaborative thing that I'm talking to you
Yeah.
about. This is where I want to go.
Because it's very possible. It's possible.
I want to hear Super Blue talk about what it was
Yeah.
like in the 70s. I want to hear like, okay, I went down by Rash Shorty and you know those
Yeah.
people that laid the foundation. Look,
Yeah.
what is happening in hip hop right now? That at the 50th anniversary of hip hop, it's almost like these guys had to come back on and say, wait, you guys are telling the story wrong. This is not, because if we don't claim that and own it, somebody's going to tell it for us and it's not going to always be what we want to hear.
And it's already happening with Carnival. We have to own our story.
Yep.
We have to tell our story in whatever form. I have to big up Know Your Caribbean.
Yeah.
I
We met her
mean,
recently.
my girl
Yeah.
is doing
Yeah.
a phenomenal
I
job
followed her
of
for a long
documenting
time.
our culture.
Yep.
And even correcting things that we had no idea.
Yep.
She's correcting the narrative, and that's what we need. It does a lot for us in terms of strengthening our identity. When we understand where we came from, the reason we do certain things, you know, that's the importance of culture and telling that story. And then it does a justice to the generations to come.
Yep.
We have to start owning the story. You're seeing a situation now, God bless the diaspora, but then you have an issue where some people who did not even grow up in the culture are
Influencing the culture.
influencing the culture as well as
Taking it over.
taking it over and having a narrative that may not be the authentic narrative. Now, mind you, with creative expression, we have the freedom to do that.
Yes.
But again,
The why. I know.
if we're gonna start losing some things or diluting some things, yes, culture changes, it always evolves, but we
Yeah.
have to start owning the story. I love what Ian is doing as well with Jambalasi,
Yeah, big up to
owning
Ian.
that jab story. Do you
Yep.
see what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
I'm doing a lot with Belle as well. Like if we own that story, we push that narrative. I mean, my photo is on the $50 bill in a Belle outfit.
Nice.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, right.
How that happen?
Yeah.
By just simply doing what I'm doing, sharing the story that was given to me when I was a child.
Right.
And that's what we have to do. You guys are in such an amazing position because you have a platform that can do exactly that. You have your songs. You could tell stories in your songs.
Definitely.
Songs can document culture as well.
Definitely.
You know, when you look
Definitely.
back, you hear some of those Sparrow songs, even Inspector and whoever, they're telling a story of a certain time.
Yep.
Brother B song comes to mind.
Yeah.
Poke.
And that's yo.
Hollandaise,
And you say that it's true, and because I had this conversation with basically this American, and he wanted to just come for the carnival because he just think it's just naked women in the streets.
Thank you.
Without no, and I had to explain to him all this, you know, and we
And
don't
that is
really
an
have
issue for me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I know it's all about freedom of expression, but you see these cameras that keep coming down in the Caribbean and zooming up on people, bam bam.
Oh, I tell you.
You can't
Is-
even have a moment for
I
yourself.
do not like it.
That's what
I do not
remember
support
I told
it.
you, remember I told you the same thing? The cameraman is
like to see Bamsi's though.
No,
But-
I'm telling you, but they go all in, they do
Yeah.
all that, make it
But you
just
see,
look
that is
like
now
it,
documented.
and that's how they documenting it now.
I mean, we may need to look at ourselves because we are also taking part in that.
Well, of course.
But the way it's now being documented, somebody
Yeah.
50 years from now looks back, tries to Google stuff on Carnival. That's what you want them to
Yeah.
find?
And how, you notice if somebody did that 15, 20 years ago, they would be considered a creep. Now that voyeuristic type
I
of
think it's still creepy.
but-
There's a
but-
specific social media page. I'm not gonna call their name.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know who they be.
Yeah.
Rhymes with lube.
Of all things.
Only you. Yeah, but it's messed up.
Yeah,
in
I
that
don't
sense,
like it.
because I'm just imagine this same woman.
Yeah.
For most of the carnival, she's like this jumping with. The one time.
Yeah, she see the camera.
Not even see the camera.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The one
how
time
things
she
can
bent
get-
over.
Gotcha.
The one time she can bend over. That's
what the camera
That's
captures.
that's what he goes after.
Right.
You know, that's what they really go after that, because they revel in the joy when all everybody is together. They ain't seen or they ain't capturing that.
But you know, we have to look at ourselves as well. And I'll give an example, because I started a traditional sailor mass band in 2022 when Carnival restarted after the pandemic. And I'm not doing that band this year after doing it for 3 years, simply because the interest is not there.
Too much clothes.
Too much clothes.
Sexy sailor.
Too much clothes.
She actually fully, like I said.
Yeah,
But it's not what the market wants.
Yeah.
The market wants to be naked.
Sexy sailor? No?
I mean,
no room for
even
that?
we had one version. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't things we could improve, right? In terms of costume design, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, you have to make business decisions.
I agree.
Do you understand? But when we're out there marketing in every parish, etc., some people want to do it, they may not afford to do it, right? And it costs, because we produced all our costumes in Grenada.
Oh,
you understand?
So you might, damn.
So it makes it more costly, you know, and people just want to be in fancy costumes. That's just simply what it is. So we have to now think about it, especially from a government standpoint. If we're saying we care about traditional mass, we have to now think about, how are we putting money behind what we're saying? Because you can't just say it. It can't be lip service. It has to be now, are there programs in schools for this? Are you supporting the traditional mass bands who are trying to go into schools and that sort of thing? Is there a schools competition?
Right.
You know? So those are the things we need to start doing.
For me personally, and I love the ladies, I love the bodies, I love all the freedom. I ain't good. But I just like to know that there's a healthy balance of where, as we can get that tradition in there. Things always evolve. People always will do what they want to do, and that's part of actually carnival freedom.
Yes, of course.
Right, the freedom to choose to wear nothing if you want to. But I'm just saying, not because you can, you should.
It shouldn't be end all be all.
Be end all. That's what I'm saying. That healthy balance, for me, is even within my music. I do sexy, but I also try to do inspirational. I also try to do,
of course.
I just feel like the healthy balance we going, it's going so far to that corner, so far to this end. To each his own. No judgment here on me, as I said, but that balance we need to create. We need to get back to that balance.
Of course.
Yeah.
So let's talk about one more thing. You did say you did a sailor band, right? But that's not the only thing you do for Carnival. So let's talk a little bit. I know you have a big event, Beach Bum. Let's talk about Beach Bum a little bit.
Yeah, Beach Bum on Carnival Sunday. I've been doing this since 2018.
Nice.
When we only had one other event, I think, on Carnival Sunday.
Wow.
Now there's
saturated.
a million events on Carnival Sunday. So it's nice to know that we set trends,
I'm ashamed to say I didn't even know it was you behind Beach Bum.
Insert ego. Huh?
I'm ashamed to say I didn't even realize
That's
that
okay.
it was you behind.
That's okay. But you know about Beach Bum.
I know
And
about
that's
Beach
the
Bum.
most important thing, because you don't have to know it's me.
I know, but I mean,
In terms of
but still,
I'm happy you know of it.
Right, yeah.
Because, a lot of the promotion is just promoting Beach Bum, not
Almost
promoting
came in
Msy
20.
Chrissy as the person.
Almost came in 2019, but I was tired.
I know, because it's like one of the last events before Juve.
Wow.
But even the timing of the event is, it ends at midnight. I mean, we advertise 10, but really and truly we go till midnight. You get enough time to go home, sleep for Juve.
Right.
And that was important for us, because we understood the culture of Grenada.
Right.
We've seen events try to do things later on Saturday, on Sunday, into Monday.
Boy,
And we've seen the effects.
the size of the shade in these trees that Missy planted here, boy. Right now, I'm cool. That's what you call KYC, know your customer. In finance, we have something called KYC, know your customer.
You have to.
Yeah.
But also you have to respect the culture of the place you live in. And I think that's so important. Juve is really important to Grenada.
Yeah.
It's important to me. I love Juve morning. I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize me getting that experience and the people I love creating an experience for. I don't want to miss out on that for them. So we ensure Beach Bum. It starts at 3 p.m. on Carnival Sunday. So if you go Pure White the night before, well, you know, Pure White is really till the next morning. And you're going to get your ham and copan, you know, your salt ham and your bakes or whatever.
You take a little rest and then you go.
You take a little rest, you come Beach Bum. You could get food in Beach Bum. You could get a massage in Beach Bum. You could get your makeup done. Oh, wow. You could get a real tattoo. You could get henna tattoos.
Wow.
You could bathe on the beach. You could rinse off. And then you could turn up to music. You could do all of that in Beach Bum for tickets starting as little as 60 EC.
Wow.
And that is another thing that's important to us.
60 EC.
Of course, our early birds, well, you have to pay for food.
But 60.
That's the cash bar option. There is a drinks inclusive option.
Oh, wow.
But you know, it's something that's important for us is to make sure that there is a carnival event that is still affordable.
Wow, that part.
Affordable for Grenadians especially.
That part.
Because we are seeing
catering
influx of foreign promoters.
I wasn't going to say that.
I'm going to say it.
I was going to say
I'm going to ask you the question.
High prices.
How do you think that affects the market and what are your thoughts on it?
The pricing?
Mm-hmm.
I think it then price
you out. Price out the locals.
It prices out the locals.
GMGT.
It prices out the locals, and they are the most important people, because any event that's going to be successful has to have a significant portion of the local following, and because too they're important to the experience. Grenadians party a certain way.
Yeah.
And if you're coming to Grenada, you want to experience a Grenadian fete. You don't necessarily want to experience the same fete you get in New York, St. Lucia, blah, blah, blah.
Bingo.
You want to experience something that is unique. At least I hope that's what people want.
Yes.
When I travel to carnivals, that's what I want.
Right.
You know, if I go to Dominica, I want bouillon.
Right.
You know, I want live band music, and you know, you want to experience the culture of the place you're in.
I made a comment about that a couple years ago, that everything is becoming so homogenic.
Yeah.
Like Miami is pretty much new Labor Day 2.0.
Right.
London is becoming Miami 3.0.
Yeah.
Right? It's like the same set of guys, the same set of faces, and the same experience.
Yes.
But where's the people, the indigenous, the people that's there on the ground to give you that feel? Like Vinci people party a different type of way.
Of course.
Canadian people party a different type of way. But right now, like the so-called international carnivals has become just one big soup of non-identity.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the identity in itself, the fact that there is no like defining anything about it.
Yeah.
But to me, that's not culture. That's not the experience. The experiences I want.
It's tricky because I mean, as a promoter, I feel like if you're expanding your business, you kind of want to be in different carnivals, which is nice. However, I think there is still a way to go to different islands and still make something unique about it. I have to respect the ones who still hire Grenadian DJs and hire Grenadian artists. Right. But for some of the others, it's the same imported artists and DJs. Yeah. Again, I'm not knocking it, but balance. It's important to include some sort of benefit for the country you're in. And maybe because I travel and I see the impact, and maybe because I'm in Grenada and I see the impact of certain things for local promoters who spend so much money. And I go say this now.
Say it with your chest.
Take it off.
Look in the camera and say it.
Take off the gloves.
If you are a promoter in New York, right? And you decide to expand and come to Grenada to do an event, you have more spending power than a Grenadian promoter who is saving up all year to invest to do something. So you could do more. You could take over. And in your taking over, you could create a fantastic event, because for that money, that 2.67, right, is different for you versus we don't have many resources in Grenada to do events. Your decoration most likely comes into the country, your cups coming into the country, so many other things, and we have to pay the taxes for all those things, right? Unless you get some sort of concession. So it's easier for them to do it. And sometimes when they do it, 2, 3, 4, 5 promoters, their event then dies.
The local ones.
The local ones, you know what I mean? And I've literally seen it happen. Wow. There was a time an event was announced and people started selling their tickets for a local promoter's event and multiple local promoters' events.
Wow.
That impact, and again, it was the timing.
Right.
So you have a situation where if my event is in 2 weeks,
wow,
I start spending money months ago.
Yeah.
right.
So if my patronage start going down, that's like I take a loan
Yeah.
and I can't pay it back.
Yeah.
So you feel like government should step in that area, or
I mean, I know
because we don't want to kill. Obviously,
you don't want to kill it.
Business is,
Yes.
is. So what do you think we can actually do to at least curb something like, at least?
I think what I see some promoters doing, and I like that, is that they partner with someone in Grenada to do their events.
Right.
So that way, it's not just all the money leaving Grenada. You know that some money stays in, and that's another thing too. For some people, all the money gone.
Yeah.
As compared to with my event, Beach Bum on Carnival Sunday, that event alone directly impacts 100 people. I've done the math. They're vendors, because we have multiple food vendors at the Grandlands Craft and Spice Market. There's multiple bars there. So it's not just my bar. They have their own bars. There's also the service providers. There's the performers. There's the people in my beauty bar. There's then the staff I hire for my door. 100 people directly gets money for my event. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
With some other events, they might pay the 10 stage, blah, blah, blah. Everything else leaves the country. And I think maybe also because I worked in tourism and I work along with a lot of people in community, I see the impact. And it's so important for us to be conscious when we are doing events in other places.
So
and
there is somebody in the comment section, Alvin RBC1. He said, competition is healthy. Create a good product and people will follow. Trust me on this.
Yeah.
It's true, but the resources.
No, I like it. Competition is great.
It's true.
I remember when an event dropped same time as mine, I was like, oh, it's like that?
Yeah.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
But this is what you just said. Like, somebody outside, competition is great. Like, but for me, as I saying, like you're just saying with this pocket outside here, if millionaires say, I want to invest in this, who is me, like the little man home that trying to? I say it's great for competition.
So let me.
It's great. We are 120,000 people.
I'll explain
Understand
two things. Two concepts here. People mistake equity for equality, or they mistake equality for equity. Right? Two terms that sound similar, but the results is different. Right? And Amazon does this a lot. They will see a product on their site, figure it is selling good, and come and make the same thing for cheaper. Sell it, put that person out of business. No, competition is healthy, right? But guess what they just did? They took all the data that they have, right? So what are the things in place to prevent the predatory acts?
That was your question, and it just went off on a tangent. I'm so sorry.
On bigger guys. So there has to be some level of, I would say, smart intervention, smart policies and laws or whatever, however you want to put it, in place to protect the smaller guys. Because at some point, when these dragons wake up, they're gonna eat everything that's inside.
And they can. Easily, with pocket change. And I mean, I must say, the Spice Mass Corporation, they've introduced this thing where you must have a business registered in Grenada in order to have an event during carnival time. So that now forces any foreign promoter to definitely hire someone in Grenada or partner with someone in Grenada.
I like it.
It doesn't...
I have zero, and I'm going to say that with my chest, zero faith in the ability of the people who's in Spice Mass to do anything progressive. And I'm going to say that with my chest. I'm not... I put it out, point it out. I have, and I'm saying it. I'm saying it with my chest. Saying it with my chest, Missy, because I have lived it. I have tried to engage and I have lived it. So when I say this not from hearsay.
Yeah.
I'm saying it from personal experience trying to work with people within that board.
I think there are opportunities everywhere. And one of the opportunities is for greater stakeholder partnerships, collaboration, even consultation. We have a whole year before Carnival. We have September, October. If you want to take a rest, I just take a rest in September, October. If you want to come in November, consult with everyone, all stakeholders, and chart a plan for next year. I think there's an opportunity. And I know I attended a stakeholder or a partnership consultation last year. So I know that took place. I'm not sure of the results from it. Like we were awaiting the results.
No follow-up.
So I think there's an opportunity for that. There is an opportunity for improving processes as well. But at least I know they do have that policy where you must have a Grenadian person.
I like this. I'm not above giving them the credit when they make good.
Correct. But it still doesn't prevent all the money from leaving.
Right. Correct.
Because I know of certain promoters who just get taken advantage of with that situation. They do all the work in the country and then the promoter goes with most of the bill. You know what I mean? So,
and it is really, for me, as just looking out, it's difficult seeing the same mistakes over and over and over and over.
I know.
That's what you call insanity.
Yeah, that part for me, to know that we have
same thing over and
you say
over.
we have a whole year, and it's like I feel like the planning starts 2 months before.
Well,
it feels, I don't know if it happens earlier, but it just have this feel like, all right, let's rush to get this. And this over and over and over, it's annoying for some.
We can't know, and we're brilliant enough as a people to fix it. And I really hope that there is improvement soon.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
now,
I hope there's improvement.
I want to jump on a little bit of bacchanal before we get to this side of the table and we start the 1 minute wine. In your professional opinion,
What is this?
do you think bouillon is soca music?
I used to think bouillon was soca. I did not realize that there was a differentiation. So probably sometime early last year is when I started differentiating it. I thought it was all soca.
Okay.
However, especially going to Dominica in October and listening to what is their calypso to bouillon. Can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
GMGT.
It's like a zouk. Is it zouk? It's not zouk. I think it's something else. Dominicans, please help me out here. But they, just like we have calypso that birthed soca, just like we have reggae that birthed dancehall, and even before we have the mento and so, they have a traditional one that birthed bouillon.
Right.
And when you hear that traditional one, you hear those elements in the bouillon.
Right.
And bouillon has certain elements that are dominant, more dominant than a soca song.
I agree.
So as a musician, I can hear the difference.
Right.
And now I can identify the difference.
Right.
Just like I can now identify, as Grenadians, we can identify the difference between a jab soca and just a soca.
Right. But it's still soca, right?
I would say it's bouillon because I know the
No,
Dominicans.
I mean jab.
Oh, jab. Yeah, for sure.
But it's still soca, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's for sure soca. Soca has multiple subgenres. Just like we have the Dennery segment, we have the jab soca, we have groovy, we have power, right? We have those different subgenres of soca.
Okay.
And music evolves, genres evolve.
Okay. I'm taking your word.
You
for
think
it.
it's soca?
No.
It sounds a lot like soca.
well-
And some people would even say soca originated in Dominica. Funny enough, years ago. I didn't want to get into that argument.
All right. So let's get ready. So I want you to come over on this side.
Okay. Did I hear the song before? I don't know.
No, it's a new song.
New song, but
Okay.
But I'm gonna.
I might need to vibe to the song.
We're gonna warm you up first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So we want you to come over. Let's.
We need you have the splitter. Okay. For the headphones.
All right.
Let me get.
Bring her headphones. Let's let's get this going.
We gotta get the lighting on us to make sure we could get this whining.
Yeah. So we're gonna get ready for the 1 minute jam. And I'm gonna start you nice and slow, right, Missy?
Okay.
We're gonna start nice and slow, and then we're gonna increase. So, and then when we get to the Alma song, that's when we're gonna go into 1 minute challenge, right?
Okay.
So let's gradually get you there, right?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got Msy Chrissy in studio with us, and she's multi-hyphenated, right? Business owner, educator, social media management, host, TV show presenter, announcer, just lots and lots and lots and lots of other things to the list, right? And she's gonna do her 1 minute whining challenge here with us this morning. But before we get there, we're gonna warm it up, right?
Yes.
Hey. So here's how I wanna start, right?
Nice. Yes, that's a good warm up. That's a good warm up. You're a big dancer. Hey, you're a big dancer. Hey, good warm up there. Hey, hey, hey. What she got? Alright, there you go. Yeah. Alright.
We warm?
Yeah, we warm it.
Alright. Hold on. Let me see where we're going there. I have some more tunes here lined up for us. Ready?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Missy, let's warm me up right now.
Oh boy. I know you can whine out.
I told y'all I'm taking us there. We're gonna get to the brand new Alma boy this morning. We have the 1 minute whining challenge coming up, right? Hold on.
Can I say just bear with me, people. It was leg day yesterday. It was leg day yesterday, so bear with me, okay? All right.
Let's just bounce it.
Whoa.
Right? Bounce it.
Whoa.
Bounce it.
Whoa.
Bounce it.
Whoa.
Hey. 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 Like I said, we warming up, right? We warming up.
Yeah, man.
Hey. On.
I mean, I hold a 1 minute challenge. 1 minute, you gotta go straight.
Yeah, you gotta whine straight for 1 minute.
I like that.
On Jab and Shake.
I like that.
Every day in June.
Every day in June?
Every day.
I should do that too. I should put a video and
Join
you.
me, of course. Tag us.
Yeah. Let me tell you, okay. We get a timer. We're gonna get a timer. All right. I'm gonna get a timer.
I know already. I'm making the
Where we going to make? Just tell me when we do the 1 minute. When we ready for the 1 minute. Just tell my timer now, so we're ready.
Bend your back.
Right.
Start look back. Bend your back. Start look back. Walk it up, yeah. Walk it up, yeah. Walk it up, yeah. Walk it up, yeah. Walk it up, yeah.
We warming up still, or we going?
Warming up still.
Okay.
Y'all can joke?
Yeah, jump.
Hold on. I have an idea here. I have an idea right here. I have an idea right. Hold on. Ready?
Boy, that's exactly the song I had in my mind.
I have an idea right here. Hold on. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Can we run this together?
I think I like it, I like it.
Yo, DJ this DJ and whining thing. And it for me, boy. And it for me.
I want you to hear me up. I think I wine and I like it. The thing in me is so I'm feeling nice. Listen. Oh gosh, look how we bring it back, Lord. I want a piece of that. Oh gosh, baseline roll is slack. I sneak up like a shot. We go down just now. Wanna slide behind. We go down just now. We go down now. And me feeling real. Let me go down now. Let me go. Hold on. Back up again. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Alright, stick it. Yeah. If I want to now what you give me up.
Alright, one more warm-up song. One more warm-up. And then we go into the real thing. Ready? Hold on.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yes. I want on.
Slipping, baby, bend down, let me slip it. Bend down, let me slipping, baby, bend down, let me slip it. Sit down.
Yeah. See, you see, kind of feeling it now.
Yeah, I think I'm warm.
When you see the tongue out and you're biting the tongue.
Yeah. That's
when you see the zone.
Listen, you're not whining if there's no facial expression.
Yeah.
Dancing is all about the facial expression. You could be doing nothing, and once the facial expression is like,
let me tell you, and years ago, when the stripper hold me, it wasn't because of the body movement, it was the face,
the eye contact.
It was when I spent all my dollars, when all my dollars went, it wasn't because of the.
Notice how Alma is breathless right now. People think whining for 1 minute is no workout. You can get a little workout.
Seconds there and I done.
No, I mean, I'm good, but that legs are doing yesterday. I still, I'm feeling all that.
I hear excuses.
Yeah, I'm making it. I'm making it. But I'll do it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm doing it.
we are about to go into this brand new song from Alma Boy. We're going to give it one tease. And then the second go around, we start in the time, all right?
Okay.
So let's tease it first.
Yeah, let's
because
catch
we
the
have to
vibe.
catch the vibe, right? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
She's sexy, but she doesn't know it.
Alma Boy, Valley Ned.
But all I see is picture perfect. Turn on the lights. I wanna see what I'm working with, yeah. Don't mind lights. Really don't mind. Them kind of things never bother me, yeah. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. And show me what I'm working with, yeah. I like what I like. A little rose never bother me. Come on, Chero's new dimension. Go pong it like a bandman. And not in any gang, but
Yes, sir.
A little rose never bother me.
A little rose never bother me. Sunny lights. Ladies, that's for you. That's for you. When you walk in a room with confidence, that's all for me. You know?
Yeah.
And you had a look and an expression. Yeah. When me and Valen was professional doing that, and she was worried. She was a little bit worried because she feel like she put on all the sides. And I said, Valen, that's what the song is about. Yeah. I mean, it's confidence. It's just, hey, women go through a lot of stuff with their bodies that men have no experience, no business talking about when you come to that part. We have no business.
Amen.
But once you could enjoy that woman and that soul of that woman and that vibe of that woman. And that,
I can't wait to see you and Valium perform this song because both of y'all are amazing performers.
I can't wait either.
Yeah.
I can't wait either. So let's go again, man.
Ready?
You going to minute now? We going a minute now?
Yeah, we going with a minute.
Okay.
All right.
she's sexy, but she doesn't know it.
So we start, okay.
Hey, let me go now.
Okay.
1, 2,
Turn on the lights. I want to see what I'm working with, yeah. Don't mind selling lights. Really don't mind. Them kind of things never bother me, yeah. Turn on the lights. Wow. Show me what I'm working with, yeah. Like what I like. Wow. I like Come on, Chero's new dimension. Go pong it like a bandman. And not in any gang, but go walk it like a bandman. Behaving like a mental. Go beat man. Anyway, go work it. I go, your body motivated. I go work it all on the road, go work it. I go work it all on the picture perfect. I tell you, I go. Wow. Yeah, man, no. And I'm still going. Look how we make it. Look how we make it. Hey, we made it.
Yo, nah,
We made it.
nah, boy.
We made it.
Woo!
We made it.
Missy, you have something there.
Yeah, I like that.
That one
I feel I want to do that minute
1 minute
challenge
is
on
no
a daily
joke,
basis.
boy.
It's a workout. It's a workout.
I feel it, and I
Nah,
sing
nah,
too.
nah, nah, nah. Brother man.
It's
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get people ready for carnival.
No, that's
and-
a good way to get ready.
of course.
So-
and if they want a 30-minute workout, they could go to jabandshape.com and get a whole 30-minute workout to Grenadian soca.
Wow.
Listen
Yeah.
to me, Missy.
We're breathless. We're all breathless.
I'm also known as Mr. 119,
Yeah.
right? I
does
have a
that mean?
reputation.
Yeah, 119 seconds.
I think that the act of sex shouldn't last longer than 2 minutes. So that's
Yeah,
that.
easy.
but
I feel sorry for anyone.
No.
You are.
I think you proved the point there. Look at that, 1 minute in. Yeah.
And
So
imagine.
Yeah, but you see, 1 minute is training for 4 hours in a fit, 5 hours on the road,
I get
then
it.
another 5 hours, then another 5 hours Monday alone.
Yeah, I get it.
Then another, you
get it.
understand?
I
So
get it.
it's training to get there. So don't think that you had to end at 1 minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Somebody say I was whining on the wall. That did not count.
For support, you're proper punk the wall for support.
If all you know how all my body parts are. You know?
Oh my God.
Again, but it's all mine over matter too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because no way, I always say, no way you're walking from Ghana to Town on a regular day.
Yeah.
But when I mass
Yeah.
and I roam,
It's
and
true.
it's the mind.
You know what steps we is do carnival?
That's what I'm saying. But when that mind, I tell you, mind over matter when you're really
And that music, I think music. Yeah.
Yes.
Because with my dance fitness classes, it's the music that carries it,
Keeps
you
you
know.
going.
When
Yeah.
that song hits
Yep.
and you get that bass line,
Yep.
you're doing all kind of thing,
Yep.
you're jumping, you're
Yep.
going, and
Yep.
that's what happens in a fete.
And I like that you have a program doing this because
Yeah.
one of the things for me, going to the gym by myself is one thing, you cheat. You cheat a lot. You definitely cheat.
Yeah.
But when I walk out with, like, for example, give a bigger president, you know, the calisthenics with him and he trains.
Yes.
I can't cheat. And you that hour is just non-stop. We just
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
You understand? So having somebody, at least even if we can follow online, and we there together, whatever, you know, are we doing that? People join our whatever program you have, let us know they can follow you with that.
Of
1 minute
course,
challenge
Jab
and-
in Shape. Go to Jab in
in
Shape
Shape.
on Instagram, YouTube,
makes a difference.
Facebook, and 1 minute every day in June.
Wow.
Yesterday or day before, I posted one where I whined in front of the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Wow, go there,
Yeah.
check it out. Yeah.
The Jab in Paris.
Job in Paris.
Sound like something Lava Man was saying.
yeah.
I actually looked at the video.
Yeah.
I was the visuals. I like that whole backdrop and just the people was going by. It was pretty dope.
Yeah. It was scary. I was a little like, oh my gosh. But then I reminded myself, I said, nobody knows me here except the two people I was with. I was like, nobody knows me here, let me just do it.
I love a better sport. Took me anyway and tell me, let me do something.
But there's something like I feel weird taking a selfie in public.
Yeah.
Like it
Well, I'm a
feels
selfie, yeah.
weird, just like, you know, if there's somebody with me,
Right.
I might feel a little.
Shoot.
It's strange that I'm on stage all the time, but
take out the mic and give me right there. Let me go. Let's go.
Yes,
But that's good vibes. I mean, trust me, we appreciate being here with you and
Thank
the
you.
information you've given us, the vibe, your energy, your spirit.
I
It's just a whole
appreciate y'all.
mood. Your whole mood.
Aww.
Your whole vibe. I'm telling you, it's just happiness when you come around here. Every single time, vibe with you. It's just good vibes.
And next time you hit me up, just tell me when you come in.
When I come in.
Yeah. You're walking. Yo, come on, man.
Yeah.
I
It's that
appreciate
simple.
y'all. I appreciate y'all.
That's
Thank you so much. And of course, Beach Bum tickets are available online. Go to fed.com, Eventbrite. You can get the tickets. And if you're in Grenada, you can go into Grenadian Optical and get tickets there as well. Yeah.
And I will make it my duty to be at that event.
Yes.
I feel like no, I'm disappointed in myself for not knowing was,
It's okay.
Yeah. But Beach Bum.
Yeah, Beach Bum is a vibe, and we're doing something interestingly new this year in terms of the experience. So, because it's a cowboy Western theme.
nice.
Even, you know, every year we have a theme at Beach Bum, so we don't play when it comes to the theme.
Nice.
And you know, of course, the beauty bar will be there as usual, and we are going to, you know, give people an amazing experience, artists on stage as well as DJs, and come eat, drink, have a fantastic time on Beach Bum. Yeah, Beach Bum on Carnival Sunday. You can follow Beach Bum Grenada on Instagram and Facebook.
Beach Bum.
Tell them how much unread emails you see in here.
95 unread email. You have 95 unread emails.
Look at all this is new music.
All this is new music.
Hey, we need you for some voiceover.
Yeah, perfect.
Multi-talented. You see.
So I'm glad we were able to do the 1 minute challenge with my new song.
Congrats. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you. And I think it's a beautiful song. I think people should go stream that song. We have a video. It's a little bit sexy. I mean, we still didn't go
Don't
overboard.
apologize for sexy.
No, I'm apologizing. We didn't go overboard. I mean,
Because I hearing something about a song there by Mandela.
I ain't even we talk about it and we listen.
Okay.
Art is art.
Art is art.
Art is art.
Facts.
Art is art. And
Art is art.
If they, right now they're just giving him more fire. So
That's what I love
More
about
fuel.
it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no such thing as bad publicity. So big up yourself,
so big up
Mandela.
Mandela.
Links.
You
man.
get him talking.
Of course.
You get him talking. I know they will pay attention to the other music. And to his people here, and Juicy's is one of his favorite. And the same way, there are ways to skin that cat, you know, it put it like that. No.
But I ain't see Mandela send us the song yet.
You see, that was, I don't understand how.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Mandela, come on. Juicy, tell him, organize. I'll message him.
Yeah.
Same way, but I'm saying, there are other ways. Mandela, I keep telling him he has fans all over the world.
Yeah.
Use them. Sometimes Grenada will come back on board eventually. If they don't, it's okay too.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're not going to focus on that. Let's focus on who with us.
I have to big up Mandela Links because he's actually in the 30-minute soca dance workouts with that song Tombstone, which, I mean, that song
Classic.
is a classic
Forever and ever.
Grenada soca song.
Forever and ever.
And I think he can still even ride on it and
course.
capitalize and
Of
keep
course.
pushing. So
Yep.
let's see how he does this year with this
We
song.
on GMGT right now.
Yeah.
We're riding with who with us.
I love it.
We're not going to give that, you know, who with us with us.
Yeah, we have to scratch each other back.
Yes,
I think it's important for us to
Yes.
move forward, especially being from an island so small.
Yeah. Lickable with Tala.
Yeah, no bad vibes. No bad vibes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Let's do this one more time.
Yes. Love this song.
Our boy Valley Netted the combo.
She's sexy,
Brand
but
new.
she doesn't know it.
Turn on the lights.
But all I see is picture perfect.
Let's go.
Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. I wanna see what I'm working with. Yeah. Don't mind cellulites. Really don't mind. Them kind of things never bother me. Yeah. Turn on the lights. And show me what I'm working with. Yeah. I like what I like. I like what I like. A little rose never bother me. Bother me. Come on, Chero's new dimension. Go bong it like a bad man. And not in any gang, but go walk it like a bad man. Behaving like a mental. Go beat it like a madman. She don't want no rumson. All she wants is one man. Anyway, go work it. I go work it. Your body motivating. I go work it. All on the road, go work it.
I'm waiting for the
I go
Valley
work
part.
it. Talk to them, Valley. Talk to them.
Yes.
Work it up like a boss. Me up and then toss me. Get between like a floss. Give me the work, come on. Come on, Chero's new dimension. Go bong it like a bad man. And not in any gang, but go walk it like a bad man. Behaving like a mental. Go beat it like a madman. She don't want no rumson. All she want is one man. Anyway, go work it. Your body motivating. All on the road, go work it. Your body picture perfect.
Let me ask a question. You can hang with us until 10? You can hang with us until 10?
What time now?
It's
No,
But
9
I'm still on
minutes.
France.
9 minutes.
Yeah,
9
let's
minutes to 10.
to 10?
Yeah, 9 minutes. We have 9 more minutes.
Yeah, man, let me go. Let me go.
So, the next one, I want to see if you know this next one. You can do the dance. You can do the dance.
What's this? What did not know
That's
that.
what I'm
Terra did this dance?
Terra and his boys and them is dancing.
I never see Terra really dance.
Yeah. He dancing now.
He dancing now. He's a dancer boy.
Them boy free up. Them boy free. I see he dancing now. I see Dash dancing now. I see all them boys. They dancing. They dancing.
Let's do it. Ready.
Run, kaka, tam, katam, katam, tam.
Yes. Hold on.
If God is by your side, shall we fear my people? They get in job until they did. From the cradle to the grave. Mash up the road cause a landslide when the soca hit you. You know how black people stay, but they jump it every day. I say let me get them job. Let me get them job. Let me get them job. Come. Let me get them job.
Hold on.
Let me get them job. Let me get them job. Come. Yeah, you know, yeah, the shell blowing. You know, it's not just what selling. It's all over people's skin. Girl, you want needing jack the chain. And Jesse jogging the old pail. When all me lingo take we bail, mama. We'll never play chop and mix with powder. Space in the time, black and the bitch, like Philly. We'll be up to the everything I just they've been wanting this for a while. Deal with them in a style. Like stars align. Greatness outshines all hatred in space and time. So still rise with grace and with faith in the morning, with chains and oil. I have my backpack and I'm ready. My backpack and I'm ready. No more done laughing already with the backpack and the heavy on that. They go out to the jam and a payroll. Oil fresh like payroll. To the jam and a payroll. Oil fresh like today. Put some respect on me name. I don't want to hear, don't give me that.
I have a brand new temptress to boss just now. I have a brand new temptress to boss, but before I get to the temptress, let's do this.
Real bad man drink rum from the calabash. High grade and grab a dance. Hey, we are drink and stagger dance. Stagger dance. If you don't drink rum, you don't know what you're missing. You know some girl, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know fun, you don't know what you're missing.
Ready.
You don't know what you're missing.
I can't wait for the girls yet to come.
And if you don't know how to drink the rum, you better
learn.
And if your knees tired from the chipping down,
Listen.
nice part of the fun, take a sit down on the ground.
The place get wild and intense.
We don't want so we play the mass plenty.
Hey.
And we do it expensive. Buy out the bar and we pack it them a Benty. Real bad man drink rum from the.
Hold on, I have a brand new temptress.
Oi.
Brand new rhythm from Expert. This one is called Scotch on Ice Rhythm. Got it this morning.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm playing the temptress first. We have Slaughter on the rhythm.
Yes.
Jab King on the rhythm.
Yes.
Lava Man on the rhythm.
Yes.
Jello on the rhythm.
Yes.
Y'all ready? This one
We
is called
ready.
Granny Said.
Okay.
Oh, remember the good old days? My granny said, all you want, watch Mars.
Brand new rhythm from Expert.
I remember when I was a little girl, sitting with my grandmother. I remember she said, sing to me, and I remember she said, friends that bring you, go on to bring you back. Yeah. True. Friends that bring you, go on to bring you back. Yeah. Friends that bring you, go on to bring you back. Yeah. Friends that bring you, go on to bring you back. I remember she said to me, what goes up must come down. What goes around, come back.
Temptress, this one is called Granny Said, but I got another one. Jab King. It's called Outside.
Little girl,
Rhythm called Scotch and Ice.
I never heard my granny say,
Did somebody say Jab King?
want to bring you back. Yeah.
Somebody talking about mass, but the mass pay them. The mass pay them. Somebody talking about fed, but the fed don't see them. The fed don't see them.
We ain't got much time.
Outside is out. Outside is out.
I gotta play another one.
Outside.
From Jab King to Slaughter. Ready?
Outside is out.
You can stop we from playing the jump chop and
Prime Minister.
If you tell me that to do it, then do it. Don't ever make that mistake, we gon' lose it. It's sharp on every corner, every main street. Job in every bus stop, job in every shop.
Did somebody say love, mama?
And job on every block.
Let me start it, start the job, start it, start the man, start it, start the job. Come on, let me start it, start the job, start it, start the man, start it, start the job. Start on my show, starter, start on my show, starter, start on my show, stick your arm and put your hands on starter. Start on my show, starter, start on my show, starter, start on my show, stick your arm.
Final tune on the rhythm goes like this.
Master come here to free up.
Artist by the name of Jello, not to be confused with Little Jello. And this Jello is spelled fancy. G-E-L-E-A-U.
It's like French.
Jello. And let me pray what I feel is gonna be the road march for Juve morning in Grenada for 2025. Let's go with this song.
When I say bad job, and I say bad job, bad job. When I say bad job,
Hold on.
say bad job. What you get to know?
Sing the choir, man.
El Capital. Capital.
Are you going to Beach Bum for 2025?
Yes.
Yes. Carnival Sunday. When we pull up with Msy Chrissy, hopefully by that time the winding challenge up to about 5 minutes. I'm gonna practice. Let's go. Let's go. Why.
Capital. Calling,
Boy.
she calling,
Boy.
Kitten calling,
Yeah.
Yogi calling,
Boy.
Spice calling,
Yeah.
everybody calling.
Oh, Miss Lashington,
Yes.
we definitely appreciate your presence with us this morning.
Yes, for
I
real.
appreciate y'all.
Let's do this more often.
Yes. We shall.
Let's do this more often. It was nothing but a vibe this morning.
It was.
Guys, go follow her right now. Spell your name for social
Sure.
media.
Msy Chrissy, MSY.CHRISSY. Missy.Chrissy on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
Other things that I don't pay attention to, but mostly Instagram is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So go follow
Yes.
the mogul, media mogul.
Yeah.
I can't hyphenate any more things this morning.
Yeah, and all they get up to the 1 minute challenge. Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody, just
And
for
tag
health and
us.
wealth and strength. That's a good form to start the day too if you want to.
Easy.
just-
Everybody has a minute.
Yeah. And you know to do fast pace. You know, you can take your time,
Take
you can
your
brace yourself,
time.
and you can walk yourself up.
Of course,
You know
of
what I mean?
course. That's the idea.
Yeah, I like that.
man.
I love this. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Starts with a minute.
You know what? You know what I want us to go with? Hold on. Hold on. I want us to go out with this one.
Okay.
I want us to go out with this one here, Missy. This is what we're cutting off the cameras
I
on.
love it.
This is what we're taking the cameras off on.
Let's
this
do
one.
it.
Ready?
Get them Scully, show them what we can do. Dancing that
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of y'all day. We about to be out. Kayla's not here this morning. Right? So enjoy.
Scully, show
Don't forget to tune to the app. The app is up and running, so tune to the app.
let's run, go tell a friend.
Msy Chrissy, Kareem, Alma Boy, we out.
Yeah.
The class code, back a bit in that. The rivers, back a bit in that. The blackjack, back a bit in that. Now back ahead, push right back. I tell you, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance. You push your and you make your shoulders rock. You move up your foot like you're fighting to walk. You do it on the spot and you do the thing hard. Know you catch the vibes and you know the thing shot, boy. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. Come let we move it, come let we move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. Come let we move it, come let we move it. Last code, back a bit in that. The rivers, back a bit in that. The blackjack, back a bit in that. Now back ahead, push, push right back. I tell you, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance. Freedom, they cannot hold we down. We outside having fun, we ain't doing nothing wrong. Freedom, they cannot hold us down. We outside having fun, run your dance and run it down. Boy, I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. Come let we move it, come let we move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. Come let we move it, come let we move it. Last code, back a bit in that. The rivers, back a bit in that. The blackjack, back a bit in that. Now back ahead, push, push right back. I tell you, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance. You push your head back and you make your shoulders rock. You move up your foot like you're fighting to walk. You do it on the spot and you do the thing hard. Know you get the vibes and you know the thing shot, boy. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. Come let we move it, come let we move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. Come let we move it, come let we move it. Last code, back a bit in that. The rivers, back a bit in that. The blackjack, back a bit in that. Now back ahead, push, push right back. I tell you, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance, give them the back give them the back dance. Save your mama, right about now, about now, about now.
This is the soundtrack of your day. Tune in for a rhythmic journey. Discover new music like this.
Somebody else get ice. Make TG not nice. Proof and the bad man choice. And I'm drum with the young
this.
Touchdown Beanie Boys, gang. Money agba money repete. Remy Eka waro shali sapele. Saka money ka touchdown shakers. They like to the dance, the leg bang. Now we dey bully, now we dey pepe. If you play with the boys, you go collect. See doing, you know it does it, we no get.
The number one destination for Afro-Caribbean vibes.
I don't care what you give me, I take it. Darling, I don't want to let you go. Darling, I just want to let you know we have something to finish. Come that we handle with business. We have something to finish. Girl, that we handle with business.
GMGT, where the culture lives.
How much I drink, I'm moving with pace.